Okay, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm doing my first Facebook Live. And the reason I'm doing this is because I decided to come to my Facebook page where I usually just post podcasts. And I'm going to start doing this from time to time, a few times a week, maybe 5 days a week. Who the hell knows? Anyway, I will answer your questions. I'm not quite sure where the questions are or how I go about seeing them. I'm figuring by now a question should have been up, but I'm not seeing any questions. So if you guys have questions, please come on in. If Serena would come in here, like I asked her to stay in here, maybe I would have this figured out. But she walked out of the room. So I'm kind of stuck on my own. Let's see. Joe just checked in with an Italian last name. Joe, ask me a question. I want to see if I can see the questions. And you will be the first question I will answer. Hey, Vinnie. Hey, Joe. Hey. Hey there. How you doing? Joe, I'm starting to do this sort of thing. I just realized, by the way, I move around a lot because when I move around during my podcast, the mic is in front of me and I move around the mic almost like watching Cat Stevens from the Magic Cat Tour. I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Wow. Joe, you've been around for 2 years. Really? Cool. Love hearing that. Hi, Nicole. There's a Nicole Thomas. Now, that's not to be confused with my sweet little Nicole. We all know who she is, Nicole Racine. Jason. Hi, Vinnie. How would you know you're okay, easily. Jason wants to know, how would you know if you're metabolically broken? I love that question. Usually, if you go to a doctor, and he tells you have fatty liver disease, you might be metabolically broken. If you have a CPAP machine, you might be metabolically broken. If you feel like you're going to pass out every time you want to tie your shoes, you might be metabolically broken. If you haven't seen your penis in about 10 years, you might be metabolically broken. Also, you feel hungry all the time. So those are just a few things that would make you feel metabolically broken. And there's only one way to correct it, and you have to go cold turkey. There is no in between there, Jason. Joe has lost 60 pounds. Mike O'Kane read your book. Okay, Mike, you read my book, but did you give me a review? Huh? Well, did you, punk? It's from an old movie. Hello from the Oregon coast, Trina. I just did on the show about a week ago. I did Katrina and the Waves. Anyone remembers that? That was actually a group called Katrina and the Waves, and then Katrina, the wave from Katrina, actually did take out New Orleans. Nicole Thomas, I'm metabolically broken. Nicole, have you been doing NSNG for a while? Let me know, and we'll figure out how to fix you. My personal trainer said I need to eat 170 carbs per day. Your trainer is an idiot. You could tell him or her I said that. And if they would like to learn how to train people correctly, I would teach them for free because I hate that people are getting screwed. Tell your trainer, don't take any offense to it, Cassie. I will just help him or her become a better trainer. Vinnie, my wife and I started NSNG on Monday. Congratulations. It's Tuesday. You've done exactly 1 day. The tough day will be tomorrow and the next day. Some of the things you may feel, James and James's wife, is things such as you might get constipated. You might feel lethargic. You might feel like you have the flu. Some people call it the cattle flu. Some call it the Atkins flu. And now some people are calling it the NSNG flu. But all of that will pass. Drink extra water, eat extra salt, and you'll be fine. God, I love doing this. People are asking good questions. Walking on Sunshine. Yes, that's Katrina in the Waves. Thank you. I played that song on the show. My husband and I have spent NSG since March, and I'm down over 30 pounds. Thank you for everything that you help people. Screw you. I don't help anyone, Maria. Nicole Thomas. Oh, CPAP. Yeah, that's usually. Nicole, are you extremely overweight? You don't have to tell me your weight. Just give me a yes or a no. Usually when you start to lose some of that weight, the CPAP goes away. Vinnie, look into the camera when you talk. How the hell am I going to read the questions? I can't do everything. I'm not magic. I'm in S&G, but what about high protein versus high fat? Too much protein will cause you, protein is easy to break down into sugar. It's called gluconeogenesis. And gluconeogenesis is not a good thing. Can I scroll back down on these questions? Oh yeah, I can, because I was worried about answering them too fast because I was trying to scroll. If you have too much protein, gluconeogenesis will take place, and you will actually convert some of that protein to a sugar, and then your body will convert it into a long-chain triglyceride and store it as a fat. So you're better off having too much fat than too much protein. Where did I leave off? I keep seeing posts on benefits of beer, whiskey, and wine. No, listen, I think that drinking alcohol in moderation is okay. But let me be perfectly clear. Alcohol is poison. Do you understand? It's poison to your body. So you have to watch how much you actually drink. I'm a drinker. I drink scotch, and I drink, on occasion, I'll have a vodka or a tequila. But there's never any mixer for me, ever. And I stay away from beer and wine because there's too much sugar in those. And if you don't want to be metabolically broken anymore, you need to stay away. But there is no health benefits to alcohol. It's actually poison. Please understand that. Trina Witt, my niece is 26 and I just got DX with type 2 diabetes. I just sent her your book, the free course PDF. Yeah, I'm glad you gave it a book. My book is, I guess, a fun read. People seem to like it. But my PDF is going to help her. That free PDF is going to help her more than anything else. James Patrick, thank you. James, you're welcome. My pregnant wife has gestational diabetes with NSG. It's a medical question. A lot of women, we have a close friend who got gestational diabetes from her second child. She's in her 50s and she still has diabetes. I wish she would do NSG. I really do. She tries for a while, but she always has a drawer full of Snickers. She doesn't know that I know that. So, let's see. Hopefully, Paul, hopefully it will go away for your wife. How much damage am I doing by eating dessert or fries once a week or so after keeping weight off for 2 years? Joe, you're not doing a whole lot of hurt at all. That's called putting a little life into living. If you want to do that once a week, knock yourself out. But that's not a whole day of cheating. Do it for just a short period, right? You don't want to make this into a, Corolla did that. You mentioned earlier you were a Corolla fan. And Adam did that same sort of thing where he turned football Sunday into having breakfast with his daughter. And believe it or not, his daughter likes chocolate chip pancakes on Sunday. I wish I was making that shit up. By the way, folks, I have a guy coming up on the show, Dr. John J. His first name is not John. He's been on the show before. His last name is J, Dr. J. Can't think of his first name right now. It might be John. Anyway, we talked about plastic, drinking from plastic, and I was still doing some drinking from plastic. So I went out and bought these kind of things. I don't mean to, that's the brand I bought. It's called Clean Canteen. I didn't mean to show the brand. But, any of that titanium stuff, or this is stainless steel, all of it is good. Stainless steel is a lot cheaper than titanium. I would suggest that you use the stainless steel stuff. Nicole Thomas, not at all. Nicole Thomas, Nicole. Whatever. Is it Nicole? Nicole Thomas. Thank you for the NSNG Life. That's from Melissa Taylor. Thank you, Melissa. Hey, Vinnie, NSNG has changed our life. Thanks. That's from Michelle. Michelle, your last name looks familiar to me. I think we've had a consult. Am I not right? I think we have. Nicole, I'm 5'7", 175. Yeah, that's heavy enough at your height to end up having sleep apnea. And Nicole, if I can convince you to go strict NSNG, just stay away from sugars and grains, because let me just tell it to you simply. You seem fairly young in the photo that I see of you up here. This does not go in reverse, right? It only gets worse unless you make a change. And I know that sounds like tough love, but make a change right now. Do it now. Thoughts on Ezekiel, Brad? Ezekiel was a jerk. No, I'm sure whoever Ezekiel was, he was pretty good. But Ezekiel, Brad, it's like any other kumbaya stuff. They give it a kumbaya name. We're supposed to think it's good for us. It's the same shit, just different day. Stay away from it. Brad is Brad. Elizabeth Kite, can't thank you enough. I saved your life. I hate when people tell me that. I really do. I don't feel like I've saved anyone's life. I kind of appreciate you guys thanking me, and I really do like that, because it makes all of this worthwhile for me. When I started this whole mission and said, hey, let me see if I can help people on the internet. But it really kind of messes with when people say, you saved my life. I think you would have saved your life anyway, because people are always looking for change, and you would have found something. For a jump rope platform, do you make the frame out of plywood, rubber? You know, a lot of people will take like an exercise mat and lay it out, and then put a piece of plywood on top of that, and that will become their platform. Other people will make a bigger thing with more suspension. It's more entailed. But if you go to any hardware store where they sell plywood, get a nice piece of plywood, go on eBay or go on Amazon. If you do, click through at VinnieTortorich.com, and just get some exercise mats. Like, you know, I'll get up and show you one like this. Hang on, guys. I'm going to go away for a second to show you what I'm talking about. Here we go. Even if you guys got like a couple of these types of things, see what I got here? And just maybe cut them and put them. And, you know, look, if you're not a very good jumper, you might want to glue it to the bottom of the plywood. Just trust me on that one. Don't ask me how I know. Just do it. Melissa Conley, hi, Kelly. Do you listen to Vinnie's podcast? Kelly, well, do you? Do you, punk? Christine Satterfield, hi, Vinnie. Thanks for all you do, NSNG. All right. Richard Gonzalez, hi, Vinnie. I'm going to quit saying the hi, Vinnie part. You've been very helpful in my life. Thanks. Thank you for following along, man. If we can make America healthy again, then we can truly make America great. I've lost 70 pounds being NSNG. I've been an avid listener for 5 years. Wow, 5 years. Really? Really, Mike? 5 years? When people tell me that, people tell me all the time, they'll go, I've been listening to you and Anna since the beginning. I just thought people would get tired. I guess that's why we have so many followers, because we tend to keep the old people and then more people. Paige. Every Paige I've ever known in life has always been cute and or sexy. Thanks, Vinnie. How do you know when I'm at my ideal weight? Since going NSNG, I've lost 25 pounds, but haven't lost any for almost 3 months. Paige, look in the mirror. I swear to God, it's the best scale in the world. Just look in the mirror. It's the best way to tell where you are and where you want to be. Michelle came back to me, yes, and I follow you closely on Twitter. I remember, because of your last name, Michelle, that's why I remember. I speak to a lot of Michelles in those consults every day. But when you see that last name that I still can't pronounce, then you know. You just know. Tom Gertio. Hey, Vinnie. Hi. I say gave me my life back. That's from Abram Erickson. That's another guy I've had a consult with, right, Abram? We've talked before. I know that name. Yeah, I know we've talked. There can't be two of you. Did you ever create that podcast compilation of luminaries? John, this is going to sound like I put you up to that question. Coming out soon, and I will do it on my VinnieTortorich.com. What I did was I came up with, it's called 10 for 10. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 10 podcasts for $10. And you might go, Jesus Christ, he's charging me $1 per podcast. This is the 10 luminaries, the first, like, if you want to know everything there is to know about health and you just listen to these 10 podcasts, it's worth every dime. As a matter of fact, when I put it together, I asked Buzz, I asked everyone, Andy, Serena, Anna, everyone was saying $40, $30, $22.95. I don't like doing the 95. I don't like doing nine. It wouldn't even sound right. 10 for $9.95. 10 for 10. I like 30 for 30. I figured I'd do 10 for 10. Here's the thing. If you are signed up, and I'm going to give you guys a little secret that you guys will learn tonight. I'm not very good at marketing, so I'm probably giving away the store. But if you guys are signed up for my that free thing I put at VinnieTortorich.com, that PDF, I'm sending an email to those there's tens of thousands in that group. And I'm going to tell those people, the 10 for 10, you will get a discount. I don't know if it's going to be $7 or $8 or whatever we could cut it down to. But for those folks, there will be a discount code. So if you've not signed up for the free PDF, go do it, because you're going to not only get a great free PDF, but you're going to also get a couple of bucks off the 10 for 10. So for you, it might be 10 for 7 or 10 for 8 or something like that. By the way, since I'm giving away the store tonight, I'll give away all the store tonight. I'm also doing a new T-shirt I think you guys will love. And when it comes out, I will also give a discount to anyone who signed up for that PDF, because I like giving back. And I like you guys. So there you have it. Hey, Vinnie, I'm so thankful for you. No, you're not. I've lost over 80 pounds. Wow. Mario, really? Another Italian, another what? Mario Giovanni. Wow. Most of off of my meds, I feel better. I have little way to go. Blah, blah, blah. I feel wrong. Can't thank you enough. Thank you, man, Mario. It makes my day when I see those. And I figured it was strong and not wrong. But thank you, Mario. Tom, a lot of Italians in this group. Mike Zaney. Yes, 5 years. He's been around for that long. How do you know if you cut the carbs too much? I don't know if you can cut carbs too much, and here's why. You can literally live on 0 carbs. Carbs are not completely necessary. But you usually get enough carbs in your system, right? From too much protein that you might eat, from vegetables you might eat. If you're eating vegetables with your meals twice a day, I say twice a day because who really eats breakfast vegetables? I mean, you might put some broccoli or you might have some avocado or something in your eggs, but no one's like having a big vegetable plate for breakfast. So if you're having them twice a day, you're good to go. So check that out. Don't worry about cutting them too much, Ron. Or ask me a different question. Maybe you're not asking that question correctly. I'll be here for several more minutes, so please ask again. Vinnie, how do you not? Oh, Vinnie, you are. I'm doing a Lord's work. I'm an atheist, but I'm doing the Lord's work. I'm down 30 pounds. My husband is down 40. Wow. Isn't it funny, Melissa, how usually women start doing this and guys end up losing more weight? Oh, I see my nephew, Michael Tortorich just joined the group here. Hi, Mike. Wondering if you did that thing we talked about last week. Bill, Littlejohn. That can only be from Australia. You're the man, Vinnie. I don't know if I'm the man. There are other men, after all, so I can't possibly be the man. You know what I'm thinking? On Friday night, I'm going to do the same thing, this Facebook Live. But let's all get drunk while we're doing it. I'm going to get a scotch on Friday night. You guys tell me if that's a good idea. I'm starting to like this Facebook Live. This is better than fucking Twitter. Screw Twitter. I'm doing this from now on. Friday night, we'll all get together and get drunk. How about that? Anybody up for that? Thank you, Vinnie. What's your best pre- and post-workout meal? I usually like to go to the gym after I've had like 3 or 4 eggs. Usually it's 2 eggs with 2 or 3 extra yolks in it. That's one of my favorite pre-meals. Right before I leave, I might take a little tablespoon, not a teaspoon, a tablespoon of MCT oil in the form of coconut oil. Sometimes I don't. Today I did almost like a Dave Asprey thing. I was leaving for the gym and I was warming up my car, and I came back in the house and I put a chunk of butter in my coffee and mixed it in there really well and had that on the way to the gym. So I like doing that. After I work out, I generally don't eat anything. Might have a little heavy cream in the coffee, might have a scoop of high-fat yogurt, might have a scoop of creme fraiche, or sometimes I just come home and have a pickle or some olives. I really don't believe in some weird window, bro. I don't believe in these weird windows that people talk about after their workout. Let's see, who else do we have here? Jeannie Coyle. That's actually an Italian from Donaldsonville, and she's actually related to me. She just joined. Hi, Jeannie. I haven't seen Jeannie. Jeannie, write to me and tell me the last time we've actually seen each other in person. We were both in our teens, maybe. Jeannie was probably the prettiest girl on the bayou, and if she's still living on the bayou, I'm sure she's still the prettiest girl there. What's the best sweets after a good dinner? Not big on sweets. Berries, if you want to have berries. One of the things we do around here on occasion, maybe once in a blue moon, Serena will bring out a cheese plate, and she'll have an apple or a pear on it. So you get a little slice of pear, a little slice of apple, put it with the cheese. For us, that's what we call sweets around here. That are berries, and we'll whip up some fresh cream. On vacation in Colombia and in bed sick from eating something, starting in Sandy when I get back to the States. Do you have any useful Spanish phrases for the rest of the week? Rick, I don't speak Spanish. If Serena comes in here, maybe she can help me. Serena, if you're still on this, come on in here and give me a Spanish phrase for Rick. What, no shout out? Brett, as in Sperger, or whatever your name is. Brett, oh, I know Brett. Here's your shout out. There it is. Yo, Daniel, blueberries and cream. All right, so have that. I know you can't give any medical advice regarding medication, etc. But I'm wondering if you can suggest any natural homeopathic supplements that can help curb appetite besides green tea. Jennifer, green tea will never curb your appetite. That's bullshit. As a matter of fact, I find when I have any kind of tea, it gives me a little burning sensation in my stomach. Some people will tell me I'm completely wrong about that, but I'm not. I'm absolutely right. Green tea will not change anything for you. Now, if you cut out sugars and grains successfully and you do it for a period of time, you will become fat adapted and you will lose cravings and you won't feel hungry. Stop all the homeopathic stuff. Stop it. Doesn't work. Oh, my buddy, Tim from Brook Hill Farms just joined in. Tim, are you guys in town? We need to get together. I think about you and your wife all the time. I've been traveling a lot lately. I would love to see you guys. I think last time I checked, you were somewhere in Brentwood. Great memory. We spoke for a Saturday show midway through the event, eventual 100-pound loss. Yeah, I knew I remembered you, Abram. I remember what you look like too. Yeah, good-looking guy. Is that Destiny Moore or Destiny Moore? 60 pounds since February. If it's Destiny, that's cool. If it's Destiny, you need to be on stage. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Melissa Taylor, I think Anna should throw you a few bucks for her cookbook. She's an angel. Anna worked harder than anyone else I've ever known on that book. She literally learned how to do food photography. She did it herself. She wrote that whole book herself. She produced that whole book. I'm happy for Anna. That book is in its 4th printing. The world loves the book Eat Happy. Go check it out, guys. If you don't have it yet, look, I don't make a dime on this book, and I'm doing a free ad. This woman did an incredible job. For Eat Happy by Anna Vocino, my co-host on the Monday show. I've been trying to eat vegetables at all 3 meals. That's good. What's the best time of day to take your B12 tablet? Since it's a sublingual, any time of day. You could take it morning, noon, night. Just get it under your tongue. You know, Adam Carolla was asking me about that. There's going to be a little residue after about a minute. Just swish it down with water, or just use your saliva and swallow the rest. Done and done. You need to do a Got Ghrelin t-shirt. I like that. And then we could do a Got Leptin. My nephew says I should do this every day. Hey, man, you should do this every day, Mikey. Why should I do it every day? You got a computer. You do it. Yes, Mikey, I'm planning on doing this. I don't know about every day, but I will announce it here and on Twitter, and I'm going to try to do it quite often, especially when people like Destiny comes in, because I love that name. So yes, I will try to do this more often because Twitter has gotten out of hand and I can't answer all the questions there, and I feel like I can interact better here. Janessa Haley says, I just started NSNG, going on day 9, and I need some good salad dressing suggestions. I haven't stepped on the scale because I'm scared. Ooh, it's Halloween time, Janessa. Genesee? How do you pronounce that? Here's the deal. You want salad dressing? You want to do it Italian style? Let me teach you how we do it, okay? Get yourself some olive oil. I would suggest Villa Capelli because by itself, it tastes like its own food group. This oil it's amazing. And by the way, they're not paying for advertising on this free thing I'm doing here. I'm just telling you, the stuff is that good. If you want 10% off, go to VinnieTortorich.com. Click through the banner. Put the little coal in my fire, gets my train down the track. Get that, or get any kind of good olive oil. And here's the trick. Add a little white vinegar or wine vinegar to it just to make it pop. And then add some salt to your liking. I like a lot of salt. And some pepper to your liking. I like a lot of pepper. Now, let's say you don't like vinegar. You do the same thing, but you get a different kind of acidy taste if you squeeze a little lemon on it. So try that. Call me back. By the way, I switch it up. Some days I'll just pour olive oil and salt and pepper. It gives it a whole different meaning, a whole different flavor. By the way, I see you guys giving me the thumbs up and the hearts and everything and running across the screen. Thank you for that. That's really cool that I just kind of started noticing that. You should Anna a few bucks. I should send Anna a few bucks? Oh, okay. Anna, if you want a few bucks, blah, 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 we'll do that. Ron, getting headaches. Why am I asking about low carbs? Oh, you were the guy earlier that was asking. If you're getting headaches, it sounds like you might be a bit dehydrated. The first thing I would tell you to do is take more water, have more brine from things like pickle juice, have more water, have more salt. A lot of times people get depleted from salt. It's not from low carbs, especially if you're having vegetables. Not having carbs will not do this. Just got to Kandahar, Eric says. And I've been NSNG for 10 days, aside from the 2 Dr. Peppers I had to celebrate my birthday. Happy birthday, Eric. Happy birthday. Cassandra just joined in. Christine Satterfield, great idea. I don't quite often have great ideas, but yeah, I think this might be a good one. Drunk Facebook Live. Yeah, everyone's loving this Drunk Facebook Live. Everybody's liking it. Great idea. All right. So Friday night, let me make sure I'm in town this Friday. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on. But Friday night, I will have not 1 scotch, but 2, and we will do our own drunk Facebook. As a matter of fact, I need, hang on, guys. Just hang with me. I got to write it down here. Drunk Facebook. Okay. That will happen. I'm going to turn everyone into alcoholics. Yay, us. All right. Melissa wants to know, do you have to let the sublingual B12 dissolve completely or just hold it under your tongue for a couple of minutes? No. After like, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, the B12 is in your system. And then, you're just going to have that gritty little bit of calcium. Just wash it down. And it's all good. Mike Zaney, not Italian, I think. Thought I'll be doing, I think you meant think I'll be doing tequila. That's fine. Everybody can drink whatever they want as long as it's not beer or wine on Friday night. I'm in on Friday night. Rebecca Paulson. By the way, guys, you want to see a hot chick? She was a hot, good-looking chick when she was morbidly obese, and I don't think she will get upset by me saying she was morbidly obese. Now she's a hot, skinny chick. When I hugged her in Kansas City 2 weeks ago, my arms damn near went around her twice. And love me some Rebecca Paulson. Mikey, my nephew, yeah, I was about to say this is better than Twitter than you said it. Well, great minds think alike. My mind is greater than yours. Don't ever, Mikey, think that you're better than me. Ever. You talk about Zone 2. Ted, who was on your show, talked about how high-intensity training. Okay. Yes. Freddie, I know what you're talking about. Which doctor was that? Can't think of his name right now. Someone help me. Anyway, Ted Naiman. Yeah. Ted was on my show. The one place it's not that we disagree, because I believe not high intensity, but doing heavy weightlifting to failure is good for lean muscle mass. It helps. I can't say that it doesn't. But you guys have all heard me say, I said every time I walk on stage and do a speech, exercise is not a great way to lose weight. Bottom line, exercise, not a great way to lose weight. But within that, Zone 2 will actually burn fat, but not burn a lot of your blood glycogen, if any at all. When you do the weightlifting, you will burn some blood glycogen. Anyway, Freddie, you can't lose on that one. Do something. I don't care if you do heavy weightlifting. I don't care if you run. Move. Your body was meant to move every day, so get up and move. Eric Duncan, no more headaches. Good. Destiny. God, I wish you would tell me how to pronounce your name. Sounds good. Friday is my birthday. All right, so folks, everybody, on Friday, we're going to be celebrating her birthday. Oh my God, he is alive. My old partner, a guy I don't get to see because he's literally running Hollywood now. Dean Laurie. How guilty do you feel for not buying me a scotch in more than 1 year? Dean, I feel really guilty. How about on Friday night? Wait, I'm going to be here doing this. All right, Dean, I'm traveling again next week. Dean, just write back to me here and let me know that we could get together Saturday night. Does Serena have me doing something Saturday night? Dude, we got to get together. I've been thinking about you, but I know you're busy as hell. And by the way, I've replaced you with Nick Santora. He's more Italian than you. Friday Live shit phase. Yeah, John, we're going to all be here doing this. Yes, Facebook Live is better than Twitter. Damn right it is. Corey just joined in. Welcome, Corey. Abram, you can get any scotch you want. I don't know. I got to come. You guys give me suggestions on what you want me to have on Friday night. Maybe Dean Laurie will come here and do it with me, and we can both just sit here and do this together. By the way, Dean Laurie, for you guys who are new to this, we used to talk about him all the time on the show. Dean Laurie is the guy who helped me write Fitness Confidential. Without him, the book would not be anywhere near. As a matter of fact, no one would have ever read it. I can technically write stuff. I wrote 40,000 words of notes. And then Dean Laurie came in, and we sat in his office every day for several months and fleshed out every story. And not only that, but he made my life look kind of cool, which it didn't look like before. Dean Laurie is a genius, so no one ever think any otherwise. My hubby always wanted to drop weight and knew carbs were bad, so I just shifted it to that. It was perfect opportunity. Melissa, that's great. I love hearing that. By the way, Melissa Taylor is another one of those women that's been around for a while. Scott Merritt. I was talking to Scott on the telephone earlier today. How you doing, buddy? How much heavy whipping cream is too much in a day? Here's the thing. I tell people, if you take a tablespoon, dip it in the cream, and then dip it in your coffee. That's not a whole lot, but it usually works. You don't want it to be too white. I always tell people, if their heavy whipping cream looks like Beyonce, if their coffee looks like Beyonce, they put too much. You want it to look, not so much Mike Tyson, but maybe middle of the road, like The Rock. You want it to look like The Rock. So if your coffee is lighter than The Rock, then you put too much cream in it. Start over. And no, I'm not a racist. I just needed to give people a way to figure out what their damn color of their coffee is supposed to look like. Asprey, NCT, upset myself. Yeah, this is not an indictment on Dave Asprey or any of his products. Right. But whenever you take pure MCT oil, whenever you take that medium chain and break it down to smaller chains, you're going to give yourself the shits. That's why I tell everyone to just use coconut oil. Just use coconut oil. Okay, I'm going to stay on for a couple more minutes. I don't know if I'm going to get to everyone's questions because there are a lot. But I will do what I can. You know what? Maybe I'll start doing this and I'll get Greengrocer Dallas to endorse this podcast, to sponsor it, and then I can start embracing the slurp here at night. That's a thought. I mean, I can get Villa Capelli to do this. Let's see if people want to do this, and we'll do it for a bit. Anna's ice cream is the best treat after dinner, in my opinion. You have a good opinion. My wife loves your hat. Colin, is she a Dodger fan? Denise just joined us. Hi, Denise. Samuel. Better for training in winter, bike, trainer, or exercise bike? That's the same thing. Bike, trainer, or exercise bike. What do you mean, like bike on the trainer or exercise bike? I choose an exercise bike. Matter of fact, you guys can see mine back here in the corner behind me. The reason I like the exercise bike is every time I've put a regular bike on a trainer in the winter, if you stay on it for over an hour or 2 hours and you sweat a lot, you're going to end up getting a lot of sweat in the headset and it's going to corrode. I've corroded that. I've ruined forks. Even I ruined a set of carbon fiber forks once on a Klein just from sweating it out. So go out. You can find them on Craigslist, almost brand new, for about $200. Save your bike, ride a trainer. Sounds like a song I heard once. Chris Walsh, hey Vinnie, down 20 pounds in 2 months, but for the last few weeks around 154 plus or minus. Can't seem to lose more. How tall are you, Chris? You might be getting close to your weight. Steve Delarose. No, this guy's been around for a while. Vinny, any plans, food going back to, going back to Bob Kelly's, you know what, dude? You know what? I'm going to be in New York in a couple of weeks, but I don't think I'm going to have time to make it in to see Bobby. Speaking of Dean Laurie, that's another person that I haven't spoken to in a while. I need to get together with Bobby Kelly because I love that guy. What a warm, great individual. I know on stage he has this incredible persona, but Bob Kelly's one of the smartest guys I've ever met. And I got to make time. I'm going to get him back on my show for sure. And maybe I'll do his again when I'm in New York. This is Abram's fiance. Yes, Abram is a great-looking guy and an amazing husband. Human, not husband. He's not a husband yet. He's a human. My book from Anna will be here tomorrow. You will love that book. Your life will be changed by Anna's book, Eat Happy. I crave sweets, but you spelled sweet sweats like crazy. Crackhead. First, learn how to spell sweets. And then in order to stop those sweets or sweats, Irma, you just got to go cold turkey. You got to crave them for a long time. If you're hooked on sugar, it's going to take a while. Just go cold turkey. Trust me on this. I've been doing this for a lot of years. It will work. Just discovered you recently and started NSNG. Not sure of all the ins and outs, but by the way, Kevin, if you're not sure of all the ins and outs, go get my PDF. Read it. Read it again. If you got a few bucks hanging around once a month, give me a phone call just once. You can go to VinnieTortorich.com and do that. And then you'll be good to go. One phone call is usually all it takes. Sometimes people do multiple phone calls if they feel a little broken. I'm going to answer one more question. I'm going to just go down and just pick one because otherwise I would be here all night. Oh, wait a minute. Charlie Dunn? Really? If this is the Charlie Dunn I'm thinking of, I played football with the Charlie Dunn at Tulane. We played linebacker together. The only difference is Charlie was a much better football player than me. I will stay on long enough for Charlie to answer to tell me if he's the Charlie Dunn I play football with. While I'm waiting for that, I will answer this question. Amanda Neville. I'm wondering if you're one of the Neville sisters. That's right. There's a bunch of Nevilles. You really need to do a live show up in Portland or Seattle. That's kind of up to Mike August. And the way those shows worked, and the reason they worked is one thing to go on Adam Carolla's show and talk about it. That will put some asses in seats. At the end of the day, you have to fill those seats or it's not worth it for anyone. Number two, Gina Grad, his co-host, would have me on her morning show. She had a huge morning drive time show that I think is coming to an end here in LA. The only way that I can make this work up in Seattle is if you guys know a guy or a girl at a morning drive time station the size of the one Gina Grad was on, where I can go on several times and promote the show and then have one of those guys or gals on stage with me, then we can fill an audience. That's kind of how these things go. You kind of need a local in there that's going to talk you up and then you bring them on stage. Even Adam has done that. I've heard some of Adam's live shows. He'll be somewhere and you'll notice he'll have a DJ on stage with him. There's a reason for that. You need the local folks in that town to hear about you. It's the only way we can sell enough tickets to make it worth our while because, with plane tickets and staying overnight and this, that, and the other thing, it takes time. Will you do another Flappers or Ice House show again? Yes, I will. Same line of what we were talking about here, Chris. I love doing those live shows. And I may bring Gina back on stage with me. That's always fun. Anna's been on stage with me down at the Irvine Improv. And there's a possibility. So we'll see. Or maybe I'll just go up by myself and do another one that way. So we'll see. Anyway, Charlie Dunn has not written back to me, so I will shut it down. I'm pretty sure it's the same Charlie Dunn. I will go look him up right now and make sure. Guys, I went extra long tonight. I usually won't go this long. It looks like we had 128 comments, so that's really cool. And I went for 37 minutes here. I really planned on going for 5 minutes. I was tired. I was getting ready to do some other work. And I said, let me see how this works. I'll do 5 minutes. And here we are, ending it up. So to everyone who came in tonight, thank you. My name is Vinnie Tortorich. Put life into living and do it with enthusiasm.